Dean.
Morning.
Is Dow, obviously the ones who were on duty at the weekend maybe, but Dow with laryngitis, is it too soon for him this week?
I don't know. He's one that we'll assess. He was in yesterday, done some bike work, but he was struggling to talk. That was for sure. So we'll have a look at him today.
I mean, Donny's asked you there about the sort of first and the second half, and you've had a real detailed look at it again. And for all the factors you've mapped out there, how much as well do you think it might be Isaac, Demi, and inevitably they're going to tire? They're going to tire. Maybe just that drop off, and it's only fractions you're talking about, but that could be the difference. Maybe why it swings from being in control to on the back foot.
Yeah, no, I would agree. Maybe could have got Isaac off 5 or 10 minutes earlier. But he kept giving me the thumbs up, which is what I know that he will do, because he just wants to play, and he's a bit of a warrior and a player that I'm really pleased to have and glad that he's getting back. But yeah, I think the drop-offs from them two certainly contributed in the momentum shift.
And the 2 goals, any goal you concede, you pick the bones out of it from your point of view, but was it frustrating the manner of them as well? They got player over the back post, and there's 2 or 3 fighting McBurney at the other side as well.
I think it's the manner that both of them came from throw-ins, where we can be in control, and it's something that we've spoken about massively. We've got principles in terms of when the opposition have throw-ins and what third of the pitch it's in, and we never got our organisation quick enough and well enough. Because I always say that when the opposition have got a throw-in, they've got a man less on the pitch. So there's an opportunity for us to either win the ball, or force them back, and we didn't do that, and we were guilty in that area. But there's also a little bit of fortune in terms of, Billy Sharp's had a shot that's come off Max's ankle and fell to Ben Osborne, and I think even McBurney's goal, he's actually missed it and it's hit the post and hit his foot and gone in. So there's a little bit of fortune in it, but Max will feel that he could do better. I know there's a bit of a height advantage between Egan and him, but he made no contact with him. So there's lots of little bits we could have done better for the goals.
After the game, you obviously asked about 1 win in 7, and you were very measured. Said, look, I'm still very confident we'll get to the end goal, and there's 30 odd league games left, but after the weekend's results, you just dipped out of the top 6 at this stage. Is that a psychological concern for you?
No, not at all. Yeah. As I said to you before, I didn't think we were going to go and run away with 20 points clear of everybody else when we've won 6, and I'm not now. We have no entitlement rights to go and win every game at this level, because it's a tough level, and we have played probably 13, 14 games without a recognised left back and defensive midfielder, but the quality of the players has got us to where we are at the moment. I just believe that we will get stronger.
And maybe less about where you are in the league table, as you say at this stage, is pretty irrelevant really. But is it more and you see 1 or 2 of these clubs, Burnley maybe in that category, they're just slipping a gear now maybe and put a few wins on the board, and it's those points gaps maybe is the bigger issue. 5 points to second, I think, at the minute.
No, because that can change within 4 days in the championship. And I have no doubts. We've got 5 games, I think, till the World Cup break. So there's plenty of points for us to play for.
And in terms of the players, and you've said often you want them to ask questions, to encourage them to sort of self-police almost, but push back at what you and the coaches are doing. Are you encouraging that more when you're on this type of run with the results around the training ground?
Yeah, no, the culture at the place is brilliant. We've got players heavily invested in driving a game plan along with the coaches. We give them a good look at the opposition, but we know what our style of play is, how we want to play, and the players come up with a game plan that's agreed by the coaches. And that will be no different for the Burnley game.
Just on the Burnley game itself, what type of game would you sort of anticipate? You look at them. They're the only team now unbeaten in the league, I think. So that tells you how tough a challenge is in store.
I think they have been beaten, haven't they?
At Turf Moor.
Oh, sorry, at Turf Moor.
Yeah,
no, when what an opportunity. So looking forward to it.
And just one final one. You touched on it. I was going to ask you anyway. You said that sort of line about your left backs and you've got a cemetery board at the training ground, but you try to do something we know towards the end of the last window. Is that something you're going to have to revisit again if there's maybe Sam Byram's got this ongoing sort of issue when you get to January?
No, because we've got Dimi back now. We've got Sam McCallum training as well now. which is going to be a big boost for us. So all of a sudden we've got some players coming back, which is pleasing for us.
Do you think, because you said originally after the World Cup, but do you think after the World Cup, sort of pre that festive swing, McCallum could be coming back into your thoughts?
Yeah, well, he might be in my thoughts for tomorrow if he trains well today. So
Right.
yeah, so we'll have a good look and see how he trains.